the most picturesque town I've ever been to. Just the different colors of the buildings, and then it's on the canal, and then there are like bridges going over the canal, and the fresh flowers, and then the canal is like this blue color. It's so pretty. Welcome to Lake Annecy. We have just arrived in this quaint little mountain town, well, lake / mountain town. The village is super cute. It's on canals. They call it the Venice of France. We're just gonna wander around the old town and then walk around the lake and just kind of see what the city has to offer. We're only here for a day. We got here around 4 p.m. and then we have all of tomorrow, but that is it.
It took us about 4.5 to 5 hours to drive from Annecy up here, but one thing I wanted to point out is the drive is really easy. The highways in France are pretty good. However, one thing to note if you're traveling here in France, the tolls can get you. So in total, we paid about 40 euros in tolls over 4.5 hours or so. So yeah, it's something to be aware of. It's not a huge deal. I think that just overall in Europe, the tolls are going to be something that you have to factor in to the total cost of your trip.
Has a canal going through the middle of the old town, and we're on one of the bridges. So pretty. It's a great photography spot. If you want that classic postcard photo, come here.
I don't even know where here is yet.
It's Rue du Pont Morin.
Just find one of the bridges, the middle bridge.
The old town of Annecy is beautiful. It's way bigger than we thought it was going to be, and it's stunning. Like the bridges going over the canals, all the flowers, all the restaurants on the side of the canals. It's wow.
When a city is beautiful, when you stop like every few feet to take photos, and that's what I've been doing for like the last 20 minutes. Like you're just walking down these canals, and every little corner that you peek around, it's like photograph, photograph, photograph here. It's like everywhere is amazing. And today is the perfect day because it was raining a little bit earlier, but now it's perfectly clear, so we got lucky. So we're here in the most central area of the old town of Annecy, and I mean everywhere you look, you just like spin. Let's do a 360. Everywhere you look is amazing. So we got, I don't know what this is, but this is the canal right here, and then spin around. We got all these nice buildings and cafes. Spin around, and then we got Lake Annecy back there, and then apparently there's a garden over there at the like where all the boats are, and there's boats right there and everything. I mean, turn around here, we got a church, and then if we turn around this way, I mean, we got like picturesque old little streets. I mean, Melissa was just saying how pretty would this be if the mountains back here were covered in snow. So these are the French Alps behind me. So this is Annecy is like kind of the beginning of the French Alps. So in 2 days we're going to go to Chamonix, which is like located in the middle of the Swiss Alps, but Annecy is also basically is like the gateway to Swiss, or not, French Alps rather. And apparently in the winter this is a good base to go skiing. That's what I was reading yesterday. So maybe we'll come back in the winter. You never know. All right, literally 1 block off the main square where we were just now. is this ice cream shop called Palais de Alps. So I guess ice cream of the Alps. Close enough. It is supposed to be one of the best ice cream shops here in Annecy, perhaps even all of France. I'm such a big ice cream person. This actually reminds me of the place that we went to like every single day in Split, Croatia, because it's like it has the same look to it and everything. And you know a place is good when they have like a whole area roped off for it. So
For a line?
For the line,
to
yeah.
form?
So right now there's no line, so I feel like we should get it now. Good?
Yeah.
All right. This place is amazing because you actually get a lot of ice cream. This is 3 scoops, but it looks huge. And then you get a little free scoop on the top. So we got pistachio, we got speculoos. What else did we get? We got one more flavor and then this like little coffee scoop at the top.
I don't remember.
And it's cheaper than the other places that we've been to. Highly recommended. There you go. Cheers.
What's unique about this town is I just feel like it has so much to offer. There's this colorful old town, but on top of that, the old town is situated on a canal. And then there's this Lake Annecy, which anchors the town. And there are all these water sports that you can do. Well, first of all, you can ride a bike around the entire lake. You can rent a paddle boat, a kayak, a sup board, just like all these different water sports. You can go parasailing. Paragliding. You can, I don't know, just do so many things. So cool.
The most scenic towns you've ever...
Probably the most picturesque town I've ever been to. Just the different colors of the buildings, and then it's on the canal, and then there are like bridges going over the canal, and the fresh flowers, and then the canal is like this blue color. It's so pretty.
So right here, obviously, we came to the lake behind us, and then this is like a garden over here that's free that you can walk around. So, and we've definitely heard more, just kind of walking around, more English here. So obviously, there's more Americans here traveling. I personally didn't know about this town until Melissa was doing some research and like, oh yeah, there's this lake town.
But
so,
you didn't think you didn't
yeah, I wasn't
anything
like
about it until last night, right?
Not really. Yeah, I was looking it up last night. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. But then we got here and so far very, very pleasantly surprised.
So, I know a lot of people who go to France only go to Paris. Mm-hmm. It is worth getting out of Paris and checking out some of the smaller towns. Like, this is insanely beautiful.
Yeah. So we're here on Pont de Amours, which is kind of like the Lover's Bridge, right? So apparently before they used to have locks on these bridges, kind of like the bridge in Paris. But I think they cleared out the locks in Paris too, actually. But Melissa, I think they just probably cleared all of them out here recently, and people haven't put any more on. But from here, you get a really, really good view of the lake in the background, and you can see where people rent all the paddle boats and everything. And then you can actually rent a motorboat from here as well. I think it's like 30 euros for half an hour or so. Beautiful little spot right here in the garden. And then the garden also extends that way, so we're gonna walk over there and check it out over there. It's named the garden, but it's more like a park. One of the activities here is you can do a Segway tour. So that might actually be a fun activity. Or we're thinking maybe even riding bikes around the whole lake because they rent electric bikes here too, which would make it really good. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, but we were just talking to our newly made friends who are also one of them is from the US, from Minnesota, but we keep seeing them around. But they said today's forecast was supposed to be all rain too, but so far nothing. So you never know what the rain forecast is. So hopefully tomorrow will be good.